My name is Mrs. Youngberg. I teach math at the Freshman Center. Back in 2014, I had an opportunity to pilot a flipped algebra class. It was successful enough that we have flipped algebra, flipped geometry, and flipped algebra 2 classes. Traditionally, students will come to class, they'll take notes in class with their teacher, and then they go home and finish the homework up at home. So the flip classes will flip that. So when students go home, they will watch videos that I've made on the lesson. So they take notes with a packet that just follows very easily with the lesson. The next day in class, we start out with a recap or a review of the lesson, making sure the students understood what they needed to, clarifying any questions they may have had, and once the class feels good and ready to tackle the work, then they have the majority of the hour to work on oftentimes a worksheet. Then that night they'll have videos for the next lesson, and it just kind of follows that routine. The class is set up in groups, so they have peers that they work with, they talk about the problems, they problem solve as groups. If they get stuck, they have a teacher roaming around, so they have peer support and teacher support, so there's a lot of collaboration and talking and support while we do the math.
So you get a more in-depth understanding of like, okay, what did I do wrong here? How does it help me change it up, and like how can I ask questions better?
It gives you the opportunity to look back on the videos and help understand them more. It's very helpful to get your notes done at home as your homework and come back in class to work through the questions.
She still will go over stuff on the board, so it's not just you watch the videos and then you're on your own. She still works with you.
I also like the atmosphere in the classroom, and it's not just like you're singled out.
At the front of my classroom, I have in big blue letters, grit. What that means for a class like this, like if you have that grit, if you work hard and you come to class prepared with the videos, you are productive during class, you're going to get through it because you've got the support when you need it.
Having the time to have like the table in the center of the room to go to if everyone else also has a question that you don't understand, and having being able to talk to other people in the classroom, and having a teacher that can like come up to you personally and help you explain is really nice.
If you're able to help someone else, then it helps you learn, because then you can retain the information and you know what you're doing.
It's pretty common that I'll have students for 3 years in a row. I hope that they feel like they're coming home when they walk back into the classroom. It's the same classroom. So it's really a class that is centered around students versus centered around the teacher. If you feel like this would be a good fit, we'd love to have you try this out, join us.